All right, y'all, let's talk about this. Baddies Caribbean has been casted, even though we haven't even gotten the third audition episode yet. So, for the returning cast, Natalie, Scotty, we already expected, I feel like. So, that's nothing. Now, Suki and Sapphire. I could have did with Suki again, but I feel like Suki only did this show in the first place to help Sapphire get on. So, I feel like it was like you either bring both of us back or you don't bring neither one of us back. But Suki, I hope you're not giving Sapphire another chance to embarrass you and show us that she's not really your friend. I feel like either Suki should have came back on her own or they could have both left. We definitely wanted Tasiki back. Tasiki was the MVP of the season, and we need to see her eat more bitches up. Now, Jayla, I fuck with Jayla to an extent. I liked Jayla on Bad Girls Club. For those who don't know, Jayla and the Claremont twins are basically the reason that Bad Girls Club ended. They was like the final straw of lawsuits for them. So I respect her. Like, she stands on business. And I respect how she dealt with Rolly when she was on Baddies South with her. And Rolly tried to fight her, and she basically handled Rolly, even though she's very small. It's just certain stuff about Jayla's attitude that I don't like, but I'll take her. Mariah Lynn and Biggie, I definitely did not want to see. Them two got on my nerves right along with Smiley last season to the most. Like, those was my three people that got on my nerves the most. Biggie, Mariah Lynn, and Smiley. So I could have did without Mariah Lynn, Sapphire, and Biggie for sure. Special appearances by. Now the Claremont twins and Jayla, now that saves it. Because I want to see all three of them together again. Because they was iconic together. So I like that. Aubrey O'Day, this is the most random shit you could have ever did. Like, the younger generation might not even know who you are. Like, people that's younger than me. Aubrey O'Day was in Diddy's old group called Danity Kane. And Danity Kane was actually a nice little group. They was from making a band. And they kind of just fell apart. And Diddy ended up letting all of them go. And she's been out of the spotlight for some time. But she's kind of the one who's kept herself out there the most, out of the group. And if you don't know, Diddy recently offered them their masters. But in order for them to take it, they wouldn't have been able to talk about anything he's done. I feel like if you was that broke that you was going to go and do something like Baddies, and I don't even know you to be a fighter, you should have just took the damn masters, girl. And then Tommy, why are you back? Tommy be acting like she's better than them girls and everything else. It's like you're actually worse than them because you're older and you're a grandma and you're a drunk with 80 mugshots and you still haven't gotten yourself together. So you can't really say shit about a stunner girl or a Krishan. Them bitches is in their 20s getting themselves together. You 45. And remember, before she was supposed to be getting her own show at Zeus, and I'm pretty sure they canceled it because Tommy was too much to work with. So now you got to keep going on Natalie's show, but you don't even like Natalie. Now, this is the section that I'm most excited about. Meatball, aka Deja from Philly. I love this bitch. I've been following Deja on Instagram for like probably since 2020-ish, something like that, like pandemic time. She's extremely funny and she's going viral for a few things. I'm pretty sure y'all know some of her sounds. I'm gonna start off slow. I'm gonna scope out the scenery, spin the blizz, like all of that is her. So I'm really excited to see Meatball, and like I know she ain't nothing to play with. And if one of them try her, it's going to get nasty. Now, Callie Way is Blueface's sister. I wouldn't have been interested in seeing her, but after seeing her on Bad vs. Wild, I could see how she could be somewhat entertaining. And she did seem like she handled Stoney, even though we know she couldn't handle Krishan. So, she's probably like a mid-fighter. Like, she could fight certain people, but other people she probably should stay away from. So, like, she shouldn't go in there and try to have no beef with Tasiki. You go in there and have a beef with Mariah Lynn or somebody that you could handle, Callie. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Okay, so I love Bianca. I grew up with Bianca. I am from Brooklyn. We love chicken noodle soup. And then obviously she was also on Love and Hip Hop season 6 through 8, I want to say, with Cardi B and Mariah Lynn. Those three was like, the three friend group. And Mariah and Bianca had fell out from what I remember. And I don't know if they ever fixed that. So that'll be interesting to see how they interact. I'm assuming that they either going to be very good friends or they're going to start off with their beef. If they start off with their beef, Bianca is going to tear Mariah up. Injured reserve is fucking nuts. Are we wrestlers? Are we a football team? So Rolly is on injured reserve. So I guess if she gets better, like if her surgery heals before the season is over, she's probably going to come in the middle of the season or like by the reunion. I think Rolly and Anna Mac are going to be on this season. They're just not going to be there at the beginning. And they're not going to call them replacements. I don't know what's wrong with Anna that she's on injured reserve. I don't follow Anna. I'm not a fan of her. So I don't know. Y'all can let me know in the comment. Is Anna injured? Did Anna have surgery? Like, what's going on? Now, these top 3 audition picks, I remember I actually highlighted them in my review and said that they were memorable. Tink and Diamond the Body were the 2 girls that was fighting over the wigs, and they like switched wigs during their fight. So I feel like Diamond the Body was annoying, but I see why they would bring her on the show. But I did like the Tinkerbella girl. And then the Slim 2 Bad girl, I feel like she just was who she was. She came in and Spice just liked how she looked and carried herself. Spice was like, you look like a baddie, you carrying yourself like a baddie. So she basically got her ticket just off of that. She ain't have to try too hard, which I also respect. These 2 girls at the bottom I haven't seen, so I'm assuming we're going to see them in the episode that drops on Sunday, which is why I'm like, why didn't y'all wait to drop the cast on Sunday or Monday? But whatever. So I don't know who It's Dia and Big Gretch are. I haven't seen them. And then these girls are our replacement options. They also don't look familiar to me at all. So I don't know if we've seen some of them on the earlier episodes and I didn't highlight them, which means they wasn't memorable to me, or are they all going to be on episode 3? Child, I don't know. Long story short, the last season, I believe, started with 18 girls or 20 girls, and it ended up being about 12 at the end. This is 28 girls. So I'm guessing that it's the same kind of thing. They assuming that 28 is going to end up broken down to about 20. And it's so funny. Anna had went live and was like, "Oh yeah, Rolly not going to be on the next season because of y'all in the petition." But y'all under the same category. You and Rolly both listed under injured reserve. So it sounds like you and Rolly in the same damn boat for this season. Anna swore she was a fan favorite. Like, Anna was very polarizing. That's what I'll give her from what I see. It's a lot of people that like her and it's a lot of people that don't. But that's not a fan fave. A fan fave is when generally most of the people like you. Anna Mac, you're not that, baby. And yeah, child. So we'll see how it goes. How y'all feeling about this cast? Are y'all ready for Baddies Caribbean? Child.